Hey guys, this is Nod Lammers of Invoked 101, and today we're going to be taking a look at these boys. So we got 3 of them, but we're only going to be opening up 1, and then, actually only one of them's labeled, that's interesting. This is the new Rokket Revolt structure deck. This has the new stuff for the Rocket stuff. It's going to have some great new cards for my Rocket deck. It's going to basically take Rockets to the next level, and I'm very excited to crack this open. It also has some great reprints in here, if you guys didn't know. So if you're trying to get someone into the game and they need some staples, this is definitely a good deck to pick up, as it also features a lot of really good reprints for the Rocket deck. So they'll basically have a full, pretty viable deck aside from a few cards in the extra deck. Anyways, let's stop holding back and let's kind of crack into this one. So, I believe this is called Structure Deck Revolver over in the OCG, and they just changed it because we don't have this guy in America. We haven't seen him yet, especially not like that, because I believe that's his Season 2 costume. I don't know what his American name is, or like his dub name. And then we get our beginner's guide. I miss when we would get rule books. And then we also have the quote-unquote deluxe playmat. So let's take a look at this. Maybe it looks good. It's upside down. And it's ripped. So I'm a genius at opening up things. Oh, that's kind of cool. It has a big artwork of Borrelode Furious, who I haven't really got to taken a good look at him. He looks kind of cool, actually. Looks a little mean. And then Zero Boros over here. Where was the rip? The world may never know where the rip was. But yeah, Zero Boros. Oh, he's screaming. Okay, so you can see he's just like, ah! Alright, that's enough of this. And then it has buy Dark Neostorm, Savage Strike, and the Tins, and Rising Rampage. Buy all the stuff. And then it has a little strategy thing on the back over here telling you how you can summon Furious Dragon and then go into Zero Boros and do a bunch of other stuff, and then card list and all the stuff, and a little version of the mat right there on the mat, of course. All right, that out of the way. Here we have the structure deck itself, so let's kind of just tear into it. Where's that little peely? No, to get rid of the peely thing? All right. So of course we have our Duel Links card right here, which just has Yugi and Yusei on it. And now these used to be printed on actual Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and you could tell because it had the little Eye of Anubis down here, but I think they've since changed that, so. All right, we have Topologic Zero Boros. This card is really cool. This is a really interesting Link 4. So its effect is, it needs 2+ effect monsters, and you cannot summon/set monsters to any extra monsters on this card points to. It gains 200 attack for each banished card. If another monster is special summoned to a zone a Link monster points to while this monster is on the field, banish all cards on the field. Once per turn during the standby phase of your next turn after this card was banished by this effect, special summon this banished card. So that's really cool. Really awesome guy right there. And then we have Borrelode Furious. Very cool looking card. This is the new Rocket Fusion monster, and it only needs 2 Dark Dragons, so this could be a really cool Super Poly target as well. It has a quick effect, which is you can target one monster you control and one card your opponent controls, destroy them. You banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Dark Link monster in your graveyard to special summon it, but it cannot activate its effects this turn. It can only use each effect of Borrelode Furious once per turn. So that's pretty cool. Also has 3k 25 for a 2-piece kind of generic fusion. And then we have Quad Boral Dragon. So this guy needs 2 dragon monsters, including a rocket, so that's nice, kind of generic. And its effect is you can discard 1 card, target a face-up monster on the field. You cannot special summon Link 2 or lower monsters for the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Also destroy the targeted monster. Then if it was a Link monster, special summon any number of rockets with different names from your hand or graveyard up to its Link rating. You can only use each effect of Quad Boral Dragon once per turn. Has 1000 attack for a Link 2. That's pretty nice. And then we have Silver Rocket Dragon. This is probably the most underwhelming of the new Rocket monsters. He's not super great. But he is pretty decent. So it says, when a Link monster's effect is activated, it targets its face-up card on the field. Quick effect, you can destroy this card. Then look at your opponent's extra deck and banish 1 card from it. There's the really cool part about it, that you just get to snipe a card out of your opponent's extra deck, kind of like a little the True King monster that used to do it. And then it says, during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed on the field by battle or card effect and sent there this turn, special summon one Rocket monster from your deck except Silver Rocket. You can only use each effect of Silver Rocket once per turn. It's also really beefy, has 1900 attack. Really cool. And Silver Rocket is a reference to silver bullets, which I didn't know originally. Hang on, let's get the new cards in the frame. They weren't in frame. There you go. All right, and then we have Rocket Tracer. This is the really cool card. This is the really good new card. So it's a Dragon Tuner, and its effect, it has a quick effect, which is target one face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon one Rocket monster from your deck, except Rocket Tracer. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except Dark monsters. You can only use this effect of Rocket Tracer once per turn. This guy's really awesome in the sense that, like, you can activate a Regeki and then chain him to pop the Regeki and then summon a Rocket, which is pretty dope. And then we have Abzorouter Dragon. I'm so glad they made this one a super rare. Abzorouter is one of the best cards. Oh, come on. Abzorouter is one of the best cards in the structure deck. So it says, if you control a Rocket monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Abzorouter Dragon once per turn this way. This card is sent to the graveyard. You can add one Rocket monster from your deck to your hand. So that's pretty fantastic. It has 1228, but it's also a level 7. So if you have the level 1 Rocket Tuner, you can sink this straight into Borreload Savage. And then the last holo card that we're getting in here is 0 Day Blaster. Tribute one Dark Link monster, target cards on the field equal to its Link rating, destroy them. Wow, that's really good actually. And it's not once per turn. Orchist. That's an Orchist card right there. Alright, and then we have some new cards that aren't holo, which is Rocket Recharger. It says if a dark monster you control that was special summoned from the extra deck is destroyed by battle or card effect, send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, then target one of those destroyed monsters, special summon a dark monster from your graveyard with a different original name from the targeted monster. You can only use this effect of Recharger once per turn. While you control a dark monster special summoned from the extra deck, your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for attacks. It has 0 attack, 2100 defense. And then Exploder Rocket Dragon. So this guy says it's a level 7 rocket. When a Link monster's effect is activated, it targets this face-up card on the field, destroy it, then each player takes 2000 damage. Oh wow. And then it has the standard rocket, summon one in the end phase that's not Exploder Rocket. So that's kind of neat. Not super great though. And then Checksum Dragon, is he new? Is Checksum Dragon new? Opponent's monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card from your hand, then gain life points equal to half this card's defense. This attack position card cannot be destroyed by battle. So you'll gain 1200. I feel like he's not new, but he might. But he's with the other new cards because there's a rocket, so he might be new. Then we have Anth Rocket Dragon, Auto Rocket, Magna Rocket, Shell Rocket, Metal Rocket, and Rocket Synchron. So I think this is one of each of all the old rockets. I think so. At least these are all the ones that I've seen before. And then Gateway Dragon, this is really good. I needed more Gateway Dragons. He's crazy good. Defrag is also really good for this deck. Background Dragon, I know he's not new, but I don't know what he does. Special summon both this card and one level 4 lower dragon from your hand in defense mode. Blah, blah, blah. Banish this card when it leaves the field. You can only... Oh, that's not bad. Labradorite Dragon, which is a normal tuner, but this is for another card in the structure deck. Balon Felgrand, Dragonite of Creation, Keeper of the Shrine. This is really cool. The World Legacy Guard Dragon is awesome as a reprint, because I believe this card was getting up there. Raiden. Boral Suppliers. This is another new card. Let's let the monsters off to the side. This says, during each standby phase, if you control a Boral Link monster, target a rocket in your graveyard, special summon it, but destroy it during the end phase. You can only use each effect of Boral Supply. That's not bad. That's interesting. That is interesting. It's not awful. And then Rapid Trigger. This is their fusion spell. It says, fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck by destroying fusion materials listed on it from your field, but it can only attack monsters special summoned from the extra deck, but it is also unaffected by activated effects from any other monster special summon from the extra deck. Oh, that's really cool. And then you can only activate one. It sucks that you have to use field materials, especially in a deck like Rockets, but like it's fine. And then Squibdraw, which is a cool reprint for the I didn't think these were in here, with Squibdraw and Quick Launch. These are awesome. They look really weird as commons, but I feel like a lot of us are going to get used to seeing them as commons. Boot Sector Launch looks fine as a common because it looks just like Boral Regenerator. This is a really good reprint. Hopefully we get Striker Dragon soon. Dragon Shrine is really cool. Nice reprint of that. Ruins of the Divine Dragon Lords. This came as a super in another structure deck. Return of the Dragon Lords as a common. I don't know if this is its first common printing. I think it is. So, but that's also a really cool reprint. I'll actually set that off to the side. Polymerization Twin Twisters, another really awesome reprint right there. And then we have, so the trap card Execute Protocols. I believe this is another new card. So during each battle phase, you can banish a Dark Link monster from your graveyard, target a Boral monster you control. Till the end of this turn, it gains attack equal to the attack of the monster banished to activate this effect. You can only activate this effect of Execute Protocols once per turn. That's not super great. That's kind of bad. I like the artwork of Borreload and Boral Savage on it though. That's really cool. Red Reboot. That's awesome. I needed some of those. Link Turret, which is another old card. Mirror Force Launcher and Mirror Force. Magic Cylinder. Imperial Order. That's a dope reprint. And then for extra deck stuff, because we get some of the extra deck stuff, Borreload, Triple Burst, that's a really good reprint. He was getting to like $8. And Booster Dragon, that's really cool. Interesting that I think the reason he came in Dupo was simply so that way we could stick him in the structure deck, but that's also another really awesome reprint. So as far as new cards go, we got in this structure deck, because we've been getting a lot of structure decks that are just chock full of new cards. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So that's 13 new cards for this deck, along with like 4 really good reprints in the form of Return of the Dragon Lords, Twin Twisters, Red Reboot, and Imperial Order. And then you also have Borreload in there, which you might as well throw in as a great reprint. That's pretty crazy that all this is just contained in a structure deck. Like I said, this is a pretty good structure deck for picking up if you just want to get someone into the game, as Rockets are a dragon deck, and this comes with a lot of dragon staples in here, along with some really interesting cards, like such as Zeroboros and the Furious Dragon and the Abzerautor, the Rocket Tracer. A lot of this right here is really good. Like the only necessarily bad ones are like Boral Supplier and Execute Protocols. These ones aren't super great, but Boral Supplier is definitely like something is playable at least. So if you're just trying to get someone into the game, or you're definitely trying to build Rockets or Dragon Link, this is something that is necessary. I think this is a good pickup for players if you're... Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you guys thought in the comments below. I want to hear what you guys think about this structure deck. I think it's pretty good. And I will see you guys in the next video.